This oil works after 60, exactly when chemical creams have failed you for the last 20 years. Because honestly, your skin has been starving. You feel it, don't you? It becomes so fragile, thin, like a piece of paper that could tear at any moment. It is actually kind of scary. We trusted the fancy bottles, the expensive promises, but they just sit on top. They mask the decay, while deep down your skin is still starving. But here's what I find fascinating. The tree that produces this oil never stopped growing. It kept growing in the harshest conditions on Earth. Drought, poor soil, brutal heat. It just kept going. They call it the miracle tree. Some people call it the tree of life. Its real name is Moringa Oil After, and the oil pressed from its seeds is called ben oil. That is what the Egyptians called it thousands of years ago. And today, science is finally catching up to what those ancient healers already knew. Now, let me be straight with you. I am not going to sit here and tell you Moringa oil will make you look 30 again. That would be dishonest. And honestly, anyone who promises that is probably more interested in your wallet than your well-being. But something does happen in those first 7 days, something biological, something that researchers have measured and documented. And if you are over 60, your body is uniquely positioned to benefit from it, because the very things Moringa oil targets, inflammation, oxidative stress, dehydrated skin, stiff joints, these are the exact problems your body has been accumulating for decades. So stay with me, because what your body does with this oil in the first week might genuinely surprise you. Before we get into the timeline, I want to do something with you, a quick check just between us. I am going to list some things, and I want you to honestly count how many apply to you. Nobody is watching. Ready? Joint stiffness when you get out of bed. That deep ache in your knees when you stand up from a chair. Dry skin that no cream seems to fix, wrinkles that seem to have gotten deeper just this year, hair that feels thinner or more brittle than it used to, dark spots that keep multiplying on your hands or face, nails that chip and crack, a scalp that itches or flakes, swollen fingers in the morning, cuts or bruises that take forever to heal. How many did you count? If it is 3 or more, your body is not just aging, your body is asking for something specific, something it has not been getting from your food or your bathroom cabinet. And here is the thing that caught my attention when I first started digging into this. Moringa oil delivers almost exactly what aging skin and aging joints have been crying out for. Not because of marketing, because of molecular biology. Let me show you what I mean. Moringa seed oil is roughly 73 to 78% oleic acid. Now that number might not mean much to you, but let me put it this way. Your own skin produces oleic acid naturally. It is one of the main components of your sebum, that thin protective layer that keeps your skin hydrated and defended against the world. After 60, your body produces significantly less of it. Your skin gets drier, thinner, more fragile, more exposed. When you apply Moringa oil, you are essentially replacing what your body stopped making enough of. Your skin recognizes this fatty acid. It does not sit on top like most creams. It absorbs. It integrates into the structure of your skin because it belongs there. And that is just the oleic acid. We have not even talked about the tocopherols yet. That is vitamin E. Moringa oil is loaded with it. Vitamin E is your skin's bodyguard against oxidative stress. Those free radicals that attack your cells every single day, vitamin E neutralizes them. It is like sending reinforcements to a battle your skin has been losing for years. Then there are the plant sterols. Beta-sitosterol, campisterol, stigmasterol. These compounds help calm inflammation and support your skin barrier from the inside out. Research published in PMC showed that moringa seed oil induced anti-inflammatory cytokine profiles in human skin cells. It actually reduced TNF-alpha, a key inflammation marker, within 24 hours of exposure. This is not folklore. This is cell biology. Hit that like button. It takes 1 second, it costs nothing, and it tells the algorithm to share this with other people who might need it. So now let me walk you through what actually happens when you start using moringa oil. Day by day, days 1 through 3, I call this the saturation phase. Within the first 72 hours, something shifts, and most people feel it before they see it. Your skin starts to feel different, not oily, not greasy, just softer, more supple, like it suddenly remembered how to hold on to moisture. This is the oleic acid doing its work. It penetrates past the outer layer, the stratum corneum, and begins integrating with your skin's natural lipid structure. A study on moringa seed oil cream tested on 32 participants found measurable improvements in skin hydration, not just surface moisture, deep cellular hydration, the kind that actually changes how your skin feels when you touch your own face in the morning. Now, here is something that catches a few people off guard. In these first couple of days, some people notice a tiny breakout, a pimple or two. Do not panic. Do not stop. This is your skin purging. Old debris is coming to the surface faster because the oil is actually penetrating and working, not just sitting on top like your old cream was doing. This passes within a few days for most people. Your scalp feels it too. If you have been dealing with that dry, tight, itchy feeling, the flaking that no shampoo fixes, the anti-inflammatory compounds in moringa oil start targeting that irritation at the root. The flavonoids in the oil inhibit the release of pro-inflammatory signals. Within 3 days, many people notice the itching starts to quiet down. And your hands. Oh, your hands. If your cuticles have been cracking, if your nails have been brittle and breaking, the fatty acids start absorbing into those nail beds overnight. You will not see dramatic change yet, but the foundation is being laid. Before we continue, let me just say this. Everyone is different. If you are managing a health condition or taking medications, please keep your doctor in the loop. This is about giving you information, not replacing professional advice. Day 7. The inflammation pivot. This is where everything starts to shift beneath the surface. You know that grinding ache in your knees? The stiffness in your hips that makes the first 10 steps of every morning feel like you are walking through wet cement? The swelling in your fingers that turns opening a jar into a small battle? Doctors call it osteoarthritis. They prescribe anti-inflammatories that tear up your stomach over time, but they rarely explain what is actually driving the pain. It is not just wear and tear. Your joints are being attacked by your own immune system, by chronic inflammation that never shuts off. And this is where moringa gets genuinely interesting. Multiple studies have shown that compounds in moringa, specifically the isothiocyanates, quercetin, and camphorol, directly interrupt the inflammatory cascade. They reduce C-reactive protein. They suppress TNF-alpha and interleukin-6. These are not small players. These are the main chemical signals that keep your body in a state of constant internal fire. A clinical study on rheumatoid arthritis patients found that moringa extract significantly decreased disease activity scores. The measurement they used, called DAS28-CRP, dropped with statistical significance. The researchers noted actual measurable reductions in joint inflammation. Not just patients saying they felt better, the blood work confirmed it. By day 7, these anti-inflammatory compounds have had enough time to begin accumulating in your system. The pivot starts. Your body begins shifting from chronic inflammation towards something closer to balance. Some people notice their morning stiffness eases slightly. Their fingers feel a little less swollen by evening. It is subtle, but it is there, and it is the beginning of something much bigger. The 30-day reality. I want to be honest with you about timing, because this is where most people quit too early. Day 7 is the spark, but the real changes, the visible ones, the ones your friends notice, those build over 4 to 8 weeks. A study on moringa leaf extract cream tracked skin improvements over 3 months. They measured skin roughness, scaliness, smoothness, wrinkle depth, elasticity. Across the board, the Moringa group showed significant improvement. Skin texture smoothed out, elasticity improved. The researchers concluded that the extract was genuinely capable of revitalizing skin and reducing signs of aging. And these were not 20-year-olds hoping to prevent wrinkles. These were real people dealing with real damage who thought it was permanent. It was not. Your hair needs the same patience. The follicles are not dead, they are starving. Moringa oil brings vitamin E, iron, zinc, and those omega fatty acids directly to the scalp. The behenic acid in moringa oil, and this is unique, acts as a natural conditioner at the molecular level, strengthening the bond between hair cells. By week 4, many people notice their hair feels different. Not just shinier, stronger, less breakage in the brush, more body, more life. But here is where most people make a terrible mistake. They hear about moringa oil, they get excited, they go online or to the store, they grab the cheapest bottle they can find because oil is oil, right? They use it for a week, see nothing, give up. Tell everyone moringa oil is overhyped garbage. And I do not blame them, not for 1 second. Because what they bought was probably not real moringa oil. Let me explain how to tell the difference, because this part can save you real money and real frustration. First, the processing method. When manufacturers want speed and profit, they use heat extraction or chemical solvents like hexane to pull the oil out faster. Heat destroys the tocopherols. It damages the oleic acid structure. It kills the very compounds you need. What you get is a pale, lifeless liquid that does nothing. What you need is cold-pressed moringa oil. Cold-pressed means the oil was extracted using pressure alone. No heat, no chemicals, the nutrients stay intact. Second, check the color. Real cold-pressed moringa oil has a pale golden yellow color. If it is completely clear or water white, it has been over-processed. If it is cloudy or murky, something else might be going on. Third, the smell. Authentic moringa oil has a mild, slightly nutty aroma. Some people say it reminds them of peanuts. If it smells like absolutely nothing, it has been refined too aggressively. If it smells rancid or sharp, it has gone bad. So remember these 3 things: cold-pressed, pale golden color, mild, nutty smell. If the bottle does not check all 3 boxes, keep looking. If you don't have this oil yet, I've included an Amazon link in the description below, or you can look for it at a local store you trust. Now let me tell you exactly how to use this oil for the best results. For your face and skin, wash your face at night. While your skin is still slightly damp, apply 3 to 4 drops of moringa oil. That is all you need. This oil is concentrated. Massage it in gently using upward strokes. Do this at night so the oil can work while you sleep without interference from sunlight or pollution. For your joints and inflammation, you can take moringa internally as a powder or capsule. Most studies used between 1 and 3 grams of moringa leaf powder daily. Mix it into water, a smoothie, or your morning tea. It has a mild, slightly earthy taste. Some people add honey. For your hair and scalp, warm a small amount of oil between your palms. Massage it into your scalp, paying attention to areas that feel dry or irritated. Work it through to the ends of your hair. Leave it for 30 minutes before shampooing. For deeper results, leave it overnight with a towel on your pillow. For your nails and cuticles, 1 drop per nail bed before sleep. Massage it in gently. Focus on the cuticles. Within 2 to 3 weeks, most people notice less chipping and softer cuticles. So where does this leave us? The pharmaceutical industry cannot patent a tree. They cannot charge you $300 a month for seeds that grow in 82 countries across the developing world. So they do not promote it. They do not fund big studies. They do not talk about it on television. But ancient healers knew. The Indian physicians who wrote about it 5,000 years ago in the Vedic scriptures knew. The Egyptian women who rubbed it on their faces to protect against the desert sun knew. The Mauryan warriors who drank moringa extract before battle to ease pain and boost stamina knew, and now you know. This is not a miracle cure, nothing is, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. But this is a tool, a remarkably well-studied tool, with a biochemical profile that matches what aging bodies actually need. Oleic acid your skin recognizes, vitamin E your cells can use, anti-inflammatory compounds your joints have been begging for. 4,000 years of traditional use, modern cell biology confirming what grandmothers always believed, and an oil that costs less than most of the creams collecting dust on your shelf right now. These are your natural allies, your 7-day spark, your 30-day shift. Now, because you stayed until the end, I highly recommend the video on your screen right now. My team and I spent hours putting it together, and I think you are going to love it. Take care of yourself. Your body has been waiting for this.